Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Lofts one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can he continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins.
Lets it fly! And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. This time he's got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Tate. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Going for 6. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Whips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. That's caught. It's Flores. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And Ernie on the Jets. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The sure hands. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Sayin. With the catch, it's Tate. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. No.
It's a seam wide open, and the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He slides that just inside the right upright. This is now a 7-point game.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Tate. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back on the option to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes a grab. There's a live football. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. This time it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative.
He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a gap. It's ball. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Coming out with it, it's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Got the quick completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. The quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bruins will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
Oh, out of space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, great separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And
fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Pulls it in, it's Flores. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the Buckeyes have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. There's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Using the quick game. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Black 24. Black.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Timber.
looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They want to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. The Bruins are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Second down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. A little release to the back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to